this criminal called ANYAOGU. I think he told us that he told me personally that how many the number came to everyone know that he was a criminal. You know, a lot of things saved us from knowing that this particular guy is a well-known criminal. That it's not late. He did not grab successfully. If not, we would have been regretting. We are already there. We are at the forefront of it. If we not be only I will cause and instead of my sand will fall inside. But if I freedom, I welcome you guys to the mic. You're welcome. Thanks so much. I think I'm going to leave the mic with you guys now. If I not just see you there. If they are going to speak before they fine. Yeah.
University, and if I greet everybody, Ochuko, Shimon, so Lolo, I greet everybody in the house. Yeah, I'll be here listening first, but because when they talk about some of these things, some people will think that it's a joke. If not because of some things, there are some things you they make church close. You understand? Because me, I mean, my main point where is why did OGE change the document? You see that point? Yeah, that point. I want you to hold that point. I want you to see it until even PM. I will continue to see it. You understand? Because when you see them now, they are shouting everywhere. They have started this school for a long time. You understand? They have started it for a long time. For someone to go the document, he even said the directors approve it. Well, who permit him to go and change that document? That is a very big fraud. That is why you see them, they are running up and down, pushing layers to come and talk. Because they know that it's a very big fraud. What you see this issue of changing the Briggy document, yeah, that is one of the biggest problems that man is facing now, because he knows that they are not going to keep quiet. They are not Briggy or the cabinet members. They are not going to keep quiet. They have to do something about it, because OGE committed a very big fraud for changing that Briggy document, putting his name there as a president, and Sonny is trying to change it as a resident president. There is nothing like that in that document. In the original document, there is nothing like that. Even OGE is just but an agent in that document, because he discovered that the document have already leaked. The next place and start amending it. Tell him that even the one that he amend, everything is intact. It's very important he knows that everything they are doing, all their moves, all these things they are doing, thinking that they will break it down, it's not going to work. And for those people who are insulting in CRC and other people who are working so hard, doing everything to make sure that they protect this bridge, A time is coming, many of you will regret it. I'm telling you the honest truth. Many of you are going to regret it. When these things will come out in public, yeah, it's not because we are just saying it to, because some of our people now, what they will tell you, why is it that you cannot bring it out? You can't see everything now. It's not possible to bring it out now. But when PM come out, many of you will know that you are one of the people stabbing him from back. When you hear us shouting that OGE went to the Briggy document and changed it without PM approval, without the 3 directors, nobody approved it for him. He forged the paper, removed their names, and make himself the president. You think it's a joke? You think some people think we can just come out and start saying all these things? Because that time when all these things started from the beginning, I only ask a question. I ask a question. If you think that something is happening, please, can we call the both side so that we'll ask them question? Biafrans will ask them question. Many of them were telling me, yes, we already know the truth. Even when I was saying it, I have it already with me. Because nobody can deceive me in this movement. Nobody. That is why, if you see something, when something is happening, don't just move first. Watch. Try to know exactly what is going on. In the absence of PM, even PM, even when PM was here, he have already started it. But PM never knew. PM never knew. He have started this coup. They have always a plan to take over Brig. But my happiness is that there are many people. There are people who are there standing for PM. There are people who are even in that Brig. There are people that cannot betray PM. I was even shocked. People that are telling me to take stand. What I have with me, even if they even see it with their eyes, they will stone that man. They will stone that man. They will not come out and be talking to me. Me that I know what I have seen with my eyes. Not that this is not, they say, I'm not saying that somebody said this or that. I see with my eyes that this man changed Brigade document. And after seeing something like that, and you tell somebody like me to go and support it, to support the evil, I cannot be part of it. It's not possible. I can't be part of that. Anybody thinking that you will one day wake up and push somebody like me to come and support evil, I don't support evil. It's better I'm not in the movement than to support evil. And I don't make mistake. That is why I always watch very well. I will watch, check things before I can do something. And I cannot come out here any day to speak without having something in my hand. So that when the time comes, you will know that truly, these people they have been saying this. I saw a memo that they posted. He said after he posted something on the 5th of June. On the 5th of June. Okay, now I want to ask him. After the 5th of June, he has been in public. The CROCs, they are sacking CROC, they are doing this one. But to the same CROC meeting, he hid and went to CROC meeting. But all these social media noisemakers, they are on social media sleeping, making noise, shouting. But the man that they are defending went back to CROC, the meeting, to have a meeting with them. But in public, you will tell them that there is nothing like CROC. The people that put you in position, you think you wake up and say you are bigger than them? That is Nigeria system now. We are not doing a better Nigeria. So if you say you cannot respect the law, you cannot respect, then you step aside. You are shaking your head today that you will not, because you thought that maybe you have succeeded in after changing the name of Brigi, changing it and put your name there. You are thinking that you are now the owner. That one is not going to work. It will not work, and it's not going to work. Not in this life. But the most important thing now is that even if we are few, we are going to continue to defend Brigi until PM is out, and nobody is going to stop it. And PM is going to come out. Any one of you supporting what OGE did, yeah, a time is coming. You are going to regret it. And know it that you are one of the people fighting PM. Have it in mind that you are one of the people fighting PM. As I'm saying it here today, now mark it down. When PM come out, it's going to shock many people. Not all these things that they are seeing. No. What they are seeing on social media is different from what is happening on ground. What is happening is completely different. That is why they are pushing people to come out and fight this one, come out and speak against this person, condemn this person. No. Continue to fight those people. But one day you are going to regret it. And a time is coming, you will know that you are fighting PM, not those people. Because those people, they are the one that is working very hard to see PM. But there are people who are working, doing some kind of things on the ground, who they are not even thinking of it there, even for PM to come out. But many people's eyes will open when the time comes. So anybody that is thinking that because you see those people, you have to continue to fight them, but you are going to regret it. I will continue to say it. Okay, forge Brigi, that document that is holding as a Brigi document, a forged it. That is not the original document. That one that he's having now with him. And we also tell him that everything that he's doing, that we are seeing it. Everything that he's doing. He thinks he can just wake up and destroy Brigi. Just hijack it. There are people who know what they are doing, that are in that brigade, that they are in that cabinet, they are in that CROC. They are there working so hard, making sure that everything will be okay. And they are going to do it. They are going to do the work. On PM will come out, and every one of you that is condemning them, calling their names, shouting, saying all sorts of things against them, you are going to regret it. I don't even know how you are going to ask for forgiveness. I don't know how you people are going to ask them for forgiveness. He can continue to attack CRC and others. Continue. But know it that as you are attacking, this thing is what I'm going to tell you. Those people you are attacking, because somebody just wake up one morning and start telling you people that I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this one, I'm doing that. Before you know it, they started changing it to accountability. See, all these things not they shake some me, because I know how all these things started. Even me myself, I discussed it with him. I know how all these things started. So when they are coming out to come and tell you that that is because of accountability and all those, leave all those talk. That is not all these things. They can use that accountability and move around from, but we don't care about those ones. But what matters is that what we have, what we know, as it stands now, what we know about what OGE did. Well, you people continue. Those who want to fight the people that are those ones standing attacking a time is coming, you are going to ask him for forgiveness. You think I will just me and they start supporting them, even if there are only 3 people that are standing there? I will stand with them. I will support them, because I know what they are doing. It's not about that crowd. No, that's those people that are shouting, saying that they are everything they are saying. Leave them. The time is coming. They are going to regret it. All these things they are doing. Only one thing will come out. Only one thing will come out. Many of them will shock. If you love Brigi very well and you say you are serving under Brigi and you love Brigi, why will you go and change the document? in the absence of the directors. Nobody approved it for you. You went and changed the document. Only you. Is it not to hijack the government? Is it not to take over the brigade? That is the reason why you move and change the document. Immediately they caught him. He went and started amending it again. All these documents, they are intact. Thinking that what they are doing, that they are fighting, you are fighting the good people. People that are protecting everything that PM built. They are the people you are fighting. Continue to fight them. But a time is coming, you are going to regret it. You are going to regret it. It's not about shout. It's not about noise. When Baba own house, so this one is not about all those time again. This time, you see this time, this one, things we are holding, things we have. CROC is sacked forever, and that office cannot hold again. It's finished. So any one of you that is making noise or shouting on social media, this time is not time to shout. Fact. You are going to see it. It's not about noise. You are going to see it, and you will be shocked. So the person that I have been here protecting. So these people, all these things that they are saying that this man went to change brigade document. So this is true. You are going to see it now, and you yourself, you will be the one that will go and look for the man. Because what he wanted to do is to just destroy everything. Then when PM come out again, maybe they have scattered everything. Then everybody. That is why I always believe. I have always have it in my mind that God hand is in this movement. If not, the way these people, the way they have been doing all these things, if anything just happen, they will just scatter everything. If anything just happen, they will divide it, but still, the few people will continue until more people will start knowing the truth and they will start coming back. People will know the truth and start. The time is coming. Not all this one they are doing now, because some of the things that man did. If you are a true Biafran person, if you are a true Biafran person, note how you will see that man went to change that document without the approval of the PM and other directors, and you will stand with the man. It's not possible. Anybody that loves this movement, there is no way you will see that man, only that man go and change the document. Even that document, you can't do anything without the directors. You can't. And he's not even a member. He's just an agent. Document. But to remove other people, the directors, and put himself as the president. A very big fraud. That paper that's holding now, that one that is holding, thinking that is now the owner of Briggy, that paper is fake. He forged it, and he knows the crime he committed. He have already committed a very big crime as far as Briggy is concerned. So anybody that is thinking that he is doing something, we are seeing him in Washington DC. We are doing this one. This is not about Washington DC now. This is about committing a crime in Briggy. It's about committing a very big crime. This is not a small crime, a very big one, for forging Briggy documents just to take over. You want to take over Briggy, and you think everybody will sit down and watch you take it over. I thank God we have good people who are still working, standing very strong to make sure that PM comes out and everything work very well. Many of you, when PM come out, I don't know how you are going to cover your face. The shame, I don't know how you are going to do it. I don't know how you are going to do it. Hearing it that OGE went to change Brigade document and you are in support of it. I don't know how you are going to face PM. That, yeah, we hear it. Then maybe PM come out and ask you, So didn't you hear people hear that OGE movement? And you will say, what it was thinking is a joke. And we'll come out with something like this. You think it's a joke, this kind of thing. Have you had this thing before? Even the time of Baba, have you heard anything about the OGE changing document? So what is important now is that if you know you are fighting for this freedom and you are supporting what PM is doing, I am making it clear to you now that OGE changed Brigade document and put himself as the president. That one that they are parading with in the name of resident agent president. There is nothing like that in the original document. Fake. It's forged. And that is why you see them parading it. But the document, the original document, you cannot see it in public. Tell OGE to bring it out. They can only show you fake things. Because for them now, they think that they are already in charge, that they are the one now controlling Brigade. But they have failed completely. They have failed. They have failed. So protect Brigade, protect everything that PM built. PM have sacrificed so many things because of this freedom. Please. Thank you very much. If I can go ahead.
Yeah, if I agree, to you, can anyone hear me?
Gawa n'iru, nna m.
Maazị ka ihe ma na kesi mụ na gị ka nọkwa na kọtụ ọkụ uche gị dị ya.
Pipe aya low, pipe low.
No wahala. You see, Maazị everyone here that are listening to the gospel of freedom, because what we are preaching here is gospel of freedom. What we are preaching here is nothing but the truth. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu say that we should be whiter than white and whiter than snow. And that's exactly what we are doing. Do you understand? If you're my brother, like I keep on saying, that this saga of NKERE that is going on, that these people are just trying to make us to go into saga with them. This thing doesn't require saga. Any Sen Biafra that come out, the only thing you need to go to the space of those Sonny Aparawa and that useless woman that called herself, and what is it called? That is sleeping in the space now. That I don't even know who she is. Former obedient. You understand? The question you should ask them is this: why did NKERE remove the name of our prime minister from Brigade registration? Now NKERE is calling our prime minister my boss, my boss. But you made yourself a president. So how is our prime minister your boss? That is what is convincing me. I don't know if it's convincing anybody. How can you be calling our prime minister your boss? But you are in the registration of Brigade. You are the president. So how can a prime minister be a boss of a president? I don't understand. And like, oh yeah, and soccer people say convince the Gagadema. Understand? This thing is convincing me. And I'm getting tired of all these shenanigans that these people are trying to twist the brain of our people to believe lies. Do you understand? This man is not even one of the board directors of the registration of Brigade. And in the charter and in the bylaw that we have, it is stated there that before we make any changes concerning the registration of this government or this organization, that all the people involved, which is all the what is it called? All of them should be present. And there was going to be a deliberation. Okay, bring us evidence. The video of the directors of Brigade telling you as an agent, resident agent, to go and remove all our name from the director post and make yourself a president over us. Mazaki, even bringing the crime of NKERE, 72 crime of NKERE from United States, we don't even need it. The crime that you have committed against our struggle is enough for us to nail OGE NKERE. Because not only that, he went ahead and forged a signature of a woman and made that woman a secretary to his forgery documents. So what is people talking about? Now, you saw that when I was saying accountability. Who tell me, Mazdaki, university, all of you that are here, tell me which person, who is the person that told OGE NKERE to come and do an account? Are we talking about account here? Are we talking about for OGE NKERE to come and do an account for us? No, the answer is no. The only thing that was asked to OGE NKERE by the government is this: Oga, you are now the acting prime minister. And these people that are saying the acting prime minister have power. Remember, in our charter, in our bylaw, there is nothing like acting prime minister there. It was the same CRC that created that vacuum. It was them that created it out of necessity. There is nothing like acting prime minister. See, my brother, see, I did not go to I didn't go to school. If I tell you my education background, you will not. I stopped in primary six, to be honest with you. But this simple wisdom that God gives to me and the level of exposure that I have make me see. When I talk, people will think that maybe I went to university. I did not went to any university. I didn't went to any college. It's just a natural gift that God gave to me. The Muslim can say that the battle we are fighting is the greatest battle on this planet Earth because we are trying to make a black man to reason. The problem we are having in this struggle, the problem we're having in this liberation affair with us is because our people are not reasoning. They find it difficult to bring 1 + 1 and know that it's 2. That is the problem we're facing. Just one single question we are going to ask Sonia Marawa, he will shut down his face. If Sonia Marawa telling me and you, every one of us that are here, that our prime minister that I know and that every one of us know, we open his mouth and tell OGE NKERE to remove him, the prime minister, from the director and remove every single human being that are there as the director of the brigade and made himself and the one woman that he stole her signature and made himself a president and made that woman a secretary. Is anybody trying to tell me that our prime minister will approve such a thing, even on gunpoint? Hell no. See, there is something you tell a woman not to tell his husband, though. Guys, the truth. There's some discussion you tell a wife not to tell his husband, but not this kind of a thing. That somebody will come out and tell me that our prime minister will approve OGE NKERE to make his. You are not telling us that our prime minister is your boy. That's exactly what he means. And you are there fooling people, calling him your boss, but you have arrogated yourself as a president. And you are still calling somebody whom you arrogated yourself over, above your boss. Is this thing not stability? Is it not stability? Our people. Somebody should. In fact, am I dreaming? Somebody should wake me up from sleep, please. Understand? And people are there defending something that you know that you cannot be able to defend. See, the crime of OGE NKERE is in defense. You say you can't defend it anywhere. Not in a law court. Not even in a normal argument. Not even in a market square that you can be able to defend what OGE NKERE have done to us. If you are that the people that are following this bar, the people that are fighting the PM, no. People that are supporting this criminality are the people that are fighting because what they are fighting is for free. They are not fighting our PM. Our PM said that the target is not him, that it is you and me. That was the last post of our PM. He said that their target is not him, but their target is you and me to destroy us. That's exactly what they are fighting for. And somebody will come here and try to defend what you know that you cannot defend. Which law court? Which law court? In which organization can a resident agent turn himself to a president agent, and somebody is coming here to tell me that a resident agent has the power to make himself a president. Where on earth happen? Take Sonny Akarawa and them. What the heck? Even yesterday's space, although I was busy and our time here, I'm already in the middle of the night.
I'm trying to bring him up. Mazi, fine, please. I see you're trying to request. I think the network just kicked you out. I've been a criminal son, na him they na him they attack you. This your voltage don't be for you understand. Then I would have loved to finish your submission, to be very honest. Come back to the speaker and just finish it up because your level of wisdom is needed on the space right now. The level of wisdom is needed on it. It's really, really, really painful, you understand? Defending lies. Misinforming Biafrans all in the name of defending what lies. We have brought excerpts from different people. Ordinary grok, GROK, where you feel access anytime you dey on top your X account. Just ask grok what is the meaning of a resident agent. Make explain. Evidence no dey. Evidence no dey.
Then go explain
So
fire now.
what did you say? Freedom.
They will explain fire.
They go explain tire, no be joke. This one no be joke at all. They go explain, no evidence.
Yeah.
Mazi, fine. I see you there. Please, let me send you the mic. Let me try to add you up. If I can now speak, I think it's up now. If I unmute yourself if you're free to speak. The network is really dealing with you. I don't understand this. I don't understand this movement.
Do you want me to make my submission while we continue waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him?
You can go on. Probably when he comes back, you will just hold on and give him his time so he finishes. I think yeah. Go on,
Yeah.
Freedom.
Oh wow. All I can say is thank you, Ife. Thank you, Ifani, for your submission. Thank you, University. Thank you, Professor Engineer Dr. Mazda K, for hosting this space. It's absolutely an honor to have opportunity to again speak to us today. I welcome everybody. I can't mention everybody's name, but I welcome all the comrades on this space today, being the 10th, 2025. Our warning this says Biafra is our religion. And when he was when Radio Biafra was whiter than white, whiter than snow, He says here on Radio Biafra is where I worship, or where we worship. But right now, I can tell you that here on Genuine Brigi or Genuine Biafran space is where we worship. This is where we decimate the criminals. This is where we say the real truth, the raw truth, undiluted truth to power. This is where we communion together as siblings, as people with a common goal, people with a common objective, and working towards these objectives without any personal interest whatsoever. Different people is just so heartbroken. It's just so heartbroken what is going on. What is going on is absolutely disheartening. Isaiah ANYAOGU, alias OGE NKERE, have continuous the display of foolishness, stupidity,
My
and
brother Freedom,
ignorance. Yes.
my brother Freedom,
Yeah.
please, they are attacking my handle. So please, just can I make the submission before one? It's already middle of the night here. It's
That's fine.
2-1.
That's all right. Go ahead. Go
Please
for
don't
it.
feel offended, please.
That's all right.
Don't feel offended. So, my brothers, see, like what I was saying, this whole NKERE issue, we doesn't need we don't need to kill ourselves or to begin to even to bring his criminal crime. Even for OGE NKERE, lying to Biafran about his identity is another crime. Because Simon Ekpa, who is our prime minister, came to this struggle with a clean heart. He came with his real identity. The name that he came with this struggle with you is the name that is bearing, the name that his mother and his parents give to him. There is no other name that we know Simon Ekpa with. Rather, Ekpa Simon Njoku. And that is his real name. First of all, Alimatu Abubakar came as Ngozo Orameze, which is a lie. Her name is never Ngozo Orameze. It was the name that Nigerian government gave to them for them to come here and deceive us that they are here to fight for our freedom. OGE NKERE and the Alimatu Abubakar, aka Ngozo Orameze, they came to this struggle the same time. And they entered this struggle with money. Start bombarding our people with money. Giving our people money. Dashing them money. As if they are billionaires. Look at the one in London. She is a lawyer. But she's a common man for crying out loud. This is the hard time we start doing fact check on our people. Here is a nanny, common nanny. But she's there lying to our people that she's a doctor, that she's a lawyer. We don't need to kill ourselves over this man. People should ask OGE NKERE just common question, just simple question that doesn't need just OGE NKERE. You call this man our prime minister your boss, right? You remove your boss from the registration of the documents and arrogate yourself as the president. The same thing that Madam Baba did. What people should tell me what was the first place that Madam Baba attacked? Immediately she arrogate herself as the deputy prime minister. She attacked the CRC, which are which is the heart of this freedom we're fighting, of this government. She attacked and said that she have dissolved CRC. Exactly the same thing that Sana Barawa and OGE NKERE is doing. Our people should wise up. Tortoise ask his children, how many times will something happen to you before you will learn? Even Bible that you and I read, it said, by their fruit we shall know them. Dear friends, wake up. What we are talking about is your freedom. What we are talking about here is your life. If you don't wake up now, like Danjuma said, they are going to kill you one by one. Have you ever seen OGE NKERE make any effort to stop the foreigners from invading our land? If how long have been taken, has you seen OGE NKERE done anything? You people should wake up. This OGE NKERE issue is not something that we should come to social media and begin to kill ourselves and begin to kill ourselves. Just one thing is enough. Just changing the documents, that documents alone, that changing of that documents alone. And the woman who she forged her signature come on air and say, I was not aware, I was not informed about OGE NKERE. That night, the woman was still on air with Pastor Mama and I don't know. They were still on air. OGE NKERE was on that on Maryland, changing the documents again, making Mr. Snow, that criminal that called himself Mr. Snow. Now change it, remove the woman and make Mr. Snow his secretary. Therefore, you people should wise up. If you fight this freedom with sentiments, you will not go anywhere. We will fight this freedom to eternity. Let's call a spade a spade. Don't say that this one is my brother. Don't say that this one is from my side. No, we don't fight freedom because this one is my brother. You do not fight freedom because this one is from my side. No. Mazen Namdekane said that we can never get this freedom with lies and deceit. He said the only time we are going to get this freedom is that we should be truthful. He said you should continue to speak the truth, even if it leads to your death. That is what freedom is all about. Not when money changes hands, then you will change your tones. Nelson Mandela said a leader who changed his policy because of the kind of people that he met is not fit to be a leader. OGE NKERE is not fit to be a leader because he is a criminal. Because he forged the documents of our government. What else do you need for us to prove to you? The proof is there. Forget any shenanigans they are doing. The proof of the date. Pastor Mama brought it out. The date he made the changes, the date, even the new one that he made, the dates are there. The history are there. What else do you need for us to give you? What else do you need for us to tell you? Every time this man coming to tell us that he brought us money, he brought us money, he brought us money. Now the government say, okay, no problem. Since you are the only one signatory to this account, we don't know how much we are owing you. We don't know how much you put in this government. Now let's add signatory to it so that we will know how much that is coming in and how much that is going out. So that everything will be transparent. And he said no. My brothers, I want you to know one thing. Elias is a criminal. You see Elias? But I can assure him that this Biafra issue that he dived himself into will destroy Moral Global Company. I can assure him that. Because he's fighting. He's fighting the wrong side. You see Moral Global Company. This freedom of Biafra will be their end. It will be their doom because they are supporting evil. They are supporting something that have eaten the life of millions of people. That is why their company is going to go down in the history. In the history of mankind, you will never hear anything called Moral Global Company anymore. It will be raised from this surface earth. Mark my word today. That I told you that Moral Global will be raised from the surface of this planet earth. And you will never hear about that company again. Because of this heinous crime
They go
they are
teach and
committing.
play. They go teach and play. Fire down, Mazi, fine.
Because what we are fighting is a just cause. Even God Almighty that we are serving love freedom. The why Yeshua came is for freedom of mankind. Why will people be so blinded? That's why I told Pastor Papa on this program that the dream that I saw in 2015, a lot of people are going to go down because of ignorance, because of their stupidity, because of their stomach infrastructure. That is why so many people are going to go down. They haven't told us what happened to Commander Holy Ghost. But tonight, when I was ashamed to you that your brother Commander Holy Ghost have his force on you and trusted you as his brother, and you have the God to betray your own blood. and have him murdered, and you have the God to come on air to be convincing Biafrans that Commander Holy Ghost is good, is okay. Commander Holy Ghost that I know will never stay for 2 days without coming online, or even 1 week without coming online to brief the Biafrans. And you think that you will mold him down and stay and still be alive. And shame unto you, success, for betraying the hand that feed you. Our Prime Minister trusted you with his life, and you have the God to betray him like this. You will pay with your own blood. He don't want to tell you what is going to happen to you. But Elohim will destroy you without remedy. That you may know that he is the one, he is the architect of this freedom that we are fighting for. That he is the owner of this freedom that we are fighting for today. That no one can stop the freedom. We are the people, day and night, who fought Mabamba to stand still. I was here. If it was here, we are here. I sleep on this earth. Day and night. Say to people, going to Pastor Farm program, even going to this two connect program to educate our people concerning what Marambaba is doing. Have Biafra at their heart. When we thought that we have regained our unity, and you think that you will do that and get free and go scot-free. No, it's not done. The Bible says that the same cup you use and measure to other people, that the same cup will measure unto you. It doesn't matter where you are. I don't care where you are. But when the time comes, you will receive the punishment that is due for you. After we get finished cleaning up people, how is the life of Wike today? Yes, he has money. But is he healthy? No. Not even alive. He's a walking corpse as you look at him. You think that you will share the blood of innocent people? You think that you will betray those who put their trust on you? Men who volunteer their life to defend our mother and our sisters and our brothers and our sisters, betray them. And you think that Elohim, who is the owner of this struggle, will keep quiet. See, the time of reckoning is coming. Bible said in the book of Ecclesiastes, he said there is a time to sow, and there is a time to water the fruit which is sow, and that is the time to reap it. That's one thing that I can tell anyone. You that are listening to me, and everyone on this, under the sound of my voice, if you know that you are not here for freedom, you better step out. Because if you carry the OGE that you cannot carry, you will use your head. You will drop it by fire, by force. I've been here defending this non-entity that called itself NKERE. I've been here. We have been fighting to liberate us from Madam Baba without knowing that even the rat is one telling them in the bush that there is fish in the house. Each time we talk, Madam Baba will say that I am still in charge without knowing that she and NKERE is working hand to hand. And I want people to know, NKERE is Madam Baba is NKERE. And can I show you people, there is no lawsuit. NKERE did not do any, there is no lawsuit against Madam. There is no single lawsuit against Madam Baba by NKERE, because two of them are working hand in hand. Just take this thing to bank. This one that I said now, take it to bank. Madam Baba was Nigeria government plan A. NKERE was their plan B. And I can assure Nigeria government that they have failed. To go and bring their plan C. And that plan C will still fail them. Because this freedom is not owned by Mazen Namdekanu say at the end of it, we're going to get this freedom because we are going to fight this freedom together and get it. That at the end, we will dance like mad people in the streets of Arochuru. My people, university, along with my sister, here, under the sound of my voice, I say to you, on, we go nowhere. We die here for this freedom. Goodbye for now.
Thank you so
Freedom,
much,
can I?
Mazi. Fine. Thank you
Okay,
so much. Wonderful.
that's amazing, amazing submission.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that clapping, our lovely co-host. Fine. God bless you. That your words came from that deep part. It came from a very painful place.
Mazda,
In
Mazaki,
our pursuit for the struggle of our freedom,
Mazaki, can you hear me?
imagine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. If
Why
Mazi, if you
when
want to say something.
yes, if said something when the when Dr. Ruby came out and talked about the document. Why when people now heard that this OGE went back and amend it again and add other people's name, why is it that they are not talking about it?
Thank you. Thank you, Ife, for that question.
Let me answer you. Let me answer you. If you just ask the question, and I'm going to give an answer. The answer to that question is because these idiot people, I'm sorry, I have to call them idiot people because there's no other adjective or adverb or what I will use to describe the adjective that they is describing now, right? There's no idiot people. There's nothing that they know in their head. They don't know how to define common amendment. If they ask them now in that place, what is the meaning of amendment? How can someone amend something? They will not tell you anything because of when that this is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we are fighting the brain of a black man and a black woman. It is written in our bylaws that this you are not supposed to amend document, but you don't know the meaning of amendment. Somebody just amended something now, and you are not asking question. Why did you go and amend it? In our bylaws, there is a protocol that is supposed to follow if you want to amend. You are amending a document. You are not asking question. This is why I say people are just idiots. When I call them idiots without apology, both the one that is 60 years old, the one that is 12 years old, the one that is 20, all of you now be both bunch of idiots.
See, Mazda K, don't give yourself headache. People who could not define COS, how do you expect them to understand amendment? People who understood COS as something or someone that is in charge of the government when the PM is not there.
Imagine.
How would you expect them to understand what amendment is? You see, the biggest problem that we are facing in this struggle is ignorance. It is, the ignorance that has a capital, I. This ignorance and illiteracy that is killing us in this struggle. Because I don't understand whereby the person who is a secretary of the company, see, before anything goes out of that company or that registration or whatever, if the secretary's signature is not there, it means that the whole house did not agree. Now, this person came, I'm not there when they did amendment. The next coming first, he still went back and did another amendment, and nobody asked questions. I think I overheard you, Master K, talking about one of the crimes as him forging document or something that he committed in the past. So it means that it is something that he's used to, and nobody checks him. Nobody checks him. It is written there clearly in the bylaws. You cannot amend anything except it follows due process. It is in black and white. Black and white. The bylaws, I've said this before, is meant for the people in the government. The charter is for everybody. Now, my question is this. If the bylaws is for the people in the cabinet, it means that the so-called people in the cabinet, because I saw that some people in the cabinet are still even follow this craziness. Are you people in the cabinet supposed to be there if you don't even know what the bylaws are? What are we talking about? You come here and you are telling us rubbish that we are coming out with no evidence. Meanwhile, the evidence is in your face, right in front of you. I don't understand. What other evidence do you want us to bring out? Propaganda? We cannot be pushing propaganda and lies and calling it evidence. Everything they have said, they have just said ASC. When we've been speaking, we came out with proof and evidence. Where is your own evidence to show? Let us open our eyes, people. Open your eyes. I think one of the key thing, I think that's one of the reasons why.
Professor, are you? I think they've carried Professor's mic. Oh my. Professor, are you there? Man, she was dropping what they call gems. GEMS. She was dropping real gems. Professor, are you there? Unmute yourself. You're muted. You're muted. Can you hear me? Don't give her the chance. She's down already. You see, we are still saying the same thing. I don't want to. I don't want to just get too angry at all these people just because we are trying to literally, repair the brains of black people. We are literally trying to repair the brains of black people. It is non-Biafras. You can go to the website to go and read everything as regards the bylaws, and it is said there that we have to follow rules. You are not supposed to amend the document. The same way we have bylaws, that's the same way the United States have their own bylaws. And under their bylaws, all these things are protocols that you should follow. In the United States bylaws, before you amend the document, the way I read it, because I shared it within the spaces I've hosted in the past 6 days, under the bylaws of the States, as a resident agent, if you're not authorized on any level, on any grounds to amend the document, you don't have the power. You don't have an executive power as a resident agent of a non-stop corporation of a government in exile. You don't have any single power. And before you amend any document, there are three people that you need to consult in that corporation. In that corporation. Yeah. Our Biafra Republic government in exile is a non-stop corporation. So under that corporation, you're supposed to consult three different people in the person of the prime minister of that particular government in exile and two directors. On the original document of the BRGIE, we have just two signatories, and the person's signatures that were there was our Pope 2, our PM, and also the CRC chairman. Very, very clear and boldly written. Like I said, I've seen the document, and there's nobody that can come and bobo me, that can come and tell me um that this is not the original, because that is the original document. It is very clear. The signature of the resident agent was not on the original document of the BRGIE. It is not on the original document of the BRGIE. And before a document of a government in exile non-stock corporation is changed or amended, let me just put it with the right word, amended, before it will be amended, you have to consult three people inside the Republic Government in Exile Non-Stock Corporation. Nobody was consulted. We have been telling this criminal called ANYAOGU, aka Ogechukwu Nkere. We have been telling him that, what is the reasons why you have not gone to visit PM? This is one of the reasons. Amending a document without, authorization from the right people, the right authorities. This man, Isaiah Anyogu, knows that he can never ever see the face of the prime minister again, just because of the criminal things he has done. Imagine someone
Man,
taking it. Yeah. Amma Biafra, you want to say something?
yes, please. I mean, this Zoom, their network is always. I've been
All
kind
right,
of.
fire down. I'll give you the privilege, my brother.
I don't even have much to say, but I want to highlight something from uh, Mazi Ifeanyi Naji when he was making the exposition. I just remember something. First and foremost, I want to send my greetings to everyone on the platform. Um, uh, um, Let me just go straight to the point. There's a part that I was mentioning about that. Say we may not be talking much about these criminal records but rather the exact thing that he went to amend concerning the presidency. I now remembered during those days of a question and answer with our able second pope, prime minister. During that time, there was a time someone asked question. He now said that he was asking PM whether, because during question and answer with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if they are to, after all this thing, they will now gain the freedom, is he going to be president or is he going to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say no, 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 no. Then the same question was thrown to PM. PM did not answer it that way. He never said that he's not going to be a president. He never said that he's not going to be the president. Rather, he said people is going to decide that if they choose him, he's going to be the one. Then now, how managed is he going to be watching them to put someone as a president in that particular aspect to correct? Because that particular amendment really hit me, because I can't see someone calling himself a president without election. I've not seen it done in anywhere. He can't be a president without election, because somebody have to let you in. Even this particular place, a lawless country that we are in this zoo, they have to do election, even though they are going to do their
Corrupt it.
manipulation. But
Yes.
still yet, someone will declare him to be a president. Not that he's the one going to write it somewhere that is the president of the. In fact, it's supposed to be a crime committed. Thank you. That's my submission.
Make a clap for you, my brother.
Mazda,
Even criminals in the zoo, even
Mazda,
criminals inside the zoo
Can I
will pass
can I
through
speak?
election.
Mazda.
Yeah, yeah. Even
First of
criminals
what?
in the zoo
First of what?
would pass through
Uh,
through election before they even get their own president. My brother, who wants to
because
speak?
what I'm a Biafra said, let me tell you,
Again,
the wait, please. The amendment, yeah. First, he changed the document. You understand? First, he changed the document. So when they now started talking about him changing the document, so immediately he saw Dr. Ruby coming out to say exactly how it happened, that he was not aware. He ran back to amend it again and put another people's name there. This man have committed a very big crime, but people are just watching as if nothing happened. He went back. That this second one, this one is second one again, no, not the first one. He already did the first one. Then immediately, Dr. Ruby came out and exposed him that she herself is not aware, that he never even know that OGE have changed the document. Now, OGE now run back to that place again and amend it again and add another people in that document. And these people that he add their name have not been there right from the original document from beginning to today. It is now that OGE add them inside the document. That is to show you this one there is not just this is a very big fraud with capital letter, a very big one, and people are keeping quiet, thinking that
This one pass
everybody will support.
Yahoo boy. He pass Yahoo boy.
This one na pure Yahoo. Iwe tenka gi wenka think also. Biafrans, please let me just make my quick submission because
I bet make I talk now.
Evan, I will be really, really fast. I will be really, really quick because I'm just about to leave where I am now to rejoin us as well.
Go
Just
ahead, no problem. Go ahead.
30 minutes, yeah, few minutes. Biafrans, I just want to correct one impression that Ifeanyi made here by saying, "Oh, he's not educated. He's gone to primary six or whatever." Listen, Biafran people. I just want us to understand one thing, okay? I just want us to understand that the Western education is not the education of the African people, okay? Africans are capable, not just African. Let me not even speak for Africans. Let's just talk about ourselves, which is the Biafran people are capable of developing their own curriculum to be able to teach our children how we want to teach them, what we want them to learn, and how we want them to improve. Biafran people has, a massive multitude or multiples of talented men and women, and some of these talents sometimes somebody will be born with these talents and then they grow up until they die, until the day they will leave this earth without even using it as God has bestowed it on them. As a result of the zoo education system, as a result of the zoo marginalization system, to the Biafran people, you will say that some of them will be born with this talent and then they die with this talent without even using it for anything useful to humanity. This is the reason why the Biafra needs to come so that we can be able to harness our talented people. Biafrans, I just want you to know that the artificial education we get from the Western curriculum of education, um, actually the world is mocking at us today because we are unable, they think that we're unable to generate a curriculum how we can teach and get our people learned. But one thing you must understand is you can have an artificial education, but if you do not have a common sense bestowed to you by Chukwukika Biama at your bed, then you have to be wallowing in wilderness. You have to be wallowing in foolishness and stupidity, just like these people following NKERE now. When you ask them on what grounds are they following NKERE, none of them can give an account of what grounds that they're following NKERE. But they're very, very much quick to say, oh, the bylaws and the charter, etc. But these bylaws and charters you're talking about, I'm asking you one question in it. What grounds in these bylaws and charter you usually say you must abide by the law, you must abide by the law? On what grounds on this particular law are you following somebody a government have expelled and abolished its office? Biafran people, you must remember that the office of the Prime Minister is the strongest office that, um, when he's not around, one of the best practices of the world, do not have APM. What they have is a spokesperson. The power returns back to the people. The power returns back in the United Kingdom. The power returns back to the common, the House of Common, when there is no, when the PM is not available. But in our own bylaw, unfortunately, it was added that the APM could, act on behalf of, PM. That does not mean that APM has powers to, even fire any single person, unless that single person that is about to be fired, is legally fired, in terms of him conducting a voting, where people can come together and unanimously agree that that person has committed something bad. That person, has betrayed the public trust of the Biafran people, and then, that action will not be legally upheld. But it is sorry, sorry, Biafran people. It is absurd for you to see somebody who woke up one morning, and decided, um, that the affairs of the government should be, everything to do with him, and him alone, and his family. you know um without him and his family, no, every other people that will know what he's doing is going to sabotage it. Biafran people, let me ask us one question which I want us to ponder within our subconscious now. um you were employed to do a job in a certain company, and then you wake up one morning because you have been sacked in that company. You begin rebellious against that company. To an extent, you begin to sack people in employee too. Biafran people, does an employee sack employer? No. Does what OGE is doing right now, does it really make sense to any human being that has a common sense in their brains? Does these actions, okay, this foolish, I don't know. Do you know what? I couldn't even listen to his speech yesterday because his speech is really annoying to me, because, that there is no grounds for anybody to even listen to what he's saying right now. But unfortunately, we haven't had a country yet where we can be able to, create institutions where we can start teaching our people how to reason like human beings and stop reasoning like animals. Because the zoo have destroyed the mentality of our people, that made so many of our people to think foolishly. I'm sorry that I'm using words I'm using tonight. I don't usually use it, but actually, really annoying so many Biafrans. And his sabotage is one of the highest sabotage of this struggle, and not just the highest, but I think it's looking like it's going to be the last sabotage anyone can actually attempt. Because if you're gonna sit down one day, one night just sleeping, and you think that all you want to do is to rise on your 2 feet to come and destroy the BRGIE that our PM and only to have, shown us the road to, that is absolutely impossible. That is absolutely impossible. It will never happen. It is in your widest dream would that happen. You can continue dreaming about that, but I can tell you there is no way any human being born of a woman can have any power to destroy a decision that the office of the AM must be abolished, APM must be expelled. And according to our charter about misconduct, it says clearly, it was very clear there, and it says that anytime any person holding a public office was observed, um, of any misconduct of any kind, or has broken the public trust, that person will not just only be expelled from having any office in the Biafran struggle. Also, the person could potentially be dragged into the courtroom and be prosecuted. Biafrans, you can sit down here and see NKERE trying to, um, um, you know, uh, trying to proclaim things that is just baseless. I don't really want to dabble into the things he was saying, because Biafran people, everything he is saying against the government is absolutely false. It's not true. There's no way an employee will be stronger than employer. It's not in any way, shape or form possible. If the PM is here today, and then we, the Biafran people, find that the PM probably is not doing the job, he has broken a public trust, I think the same treatment that was given to OGE or anybody holding any post in the Biafran struggle will also be given to whoever, regardless of your person. We will conduct a vote, and people will vote, and people will speak their mind, because our government is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. OGE NKERE is a criminal. I have always said this. Apart from us, rejecting OGE NKERE from being the APM, he also has a personal record with the United States of America that would be practically impossible for the United States of America to recognize the Biafran cause. It is just impossible. It doesn't even matter. I hear people say he's got 76, 72, whatever criminal case, but I'm telling you right now, Biafran people, all American, people have to do when they go into auditors, or when they want to conduct the due diligence on us, all they need to do is to just find out if you have only one criminal case to disqualify you from any sort of intervention, any sort of agreement or support they want to give to the Biafran people. So everything that happened to OGE NKERE, Biafran people, I want you to know that is by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Because without the special grace of God, this guy will not be misbehaving to an extent that we're able to find out his criminalities, and was expelled by in the wisdom of the CRC after illegal voting. I have always said also on space that OGE NKERE should just lay down his arms and move on with his life if he doesn't.
I'm prepared to be boarded.
Sorry.
He should lay down his arms and prepare to be boarded.
Exactly. He should lay down his arms and just literally move on in peace, honorably. He can honorably lay down his arms and just go away, But if he wants to continue supporting Biafra, then that's fine, because he's a Biafran anyway. But he's just a one man with one vote. There is nowhere in the world that a government will expel any individual and a few group of people decided to rally around them and start committing a crime of racketeering. They start sabotaging that government. The government will not take it lightly, but again, the government might not be so quick to act, but as time goes on, the government will take the relevant actions to curb this particular person's excesses. Biafrans, I made it clear to everyone that OGE NKERE did not respect them, and he carried on with his criminality. He carried on this little group of people that he's paying, doing some cash transfer, trying to make happy, one of my guy I was talking about it, he said to me that these people are Nde Abata Ike, we'll raise up money and we'll share it all together, and then we'll move on. We'll keep sabotaging. That's what he's doing. But what I'm saying to him, if he do not honorably get away from the system, if you do not honorably move on, all his actions going forward will only be an action to indict himself ignorantly. And he will continue like a chain, non-stop. The only time he will stop indicting himself is the only time he accepts to honorably move on with his life and leave the Biafran people to prevail. So with that being said, Biafran people, I will still come back again. I will let Vin to make his submission. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for gathering here today, and we hope that we can learn something, like I used to say, something that we do not know. Already we are at the Freedom Gate, and we must get into that gate. Nobody is going to stop our freedom. We have suffered so long, and we've come a very long way to where we are right now. So we cannot give up in any way. We cannot in any way laugh at anybody who is making any attempt to destroy what us have built up until now. We will remain strong. We will rebound. Um, the saboteurs can continue doing what they're doing, but like I said, with time, they will understand what they have done to themselves, and then they either retract themselves.
Co-host in
Oh,
forever.
freedom. Freedom. Okay, freedom is done. We couldn't hear him again. Freedom, thank you so very much. Yeah, I actually want to thank Ife and Freedom for coming up and saying their mind in all of this because we must to make sure that the government remain where it is, how PM created it, and the system must not be compromised, must not be corrupted. At least we are still with our eyes open. We can see, we can hear, and we can do something. That's the most important thing. When you have a problem, you can see the problem clearly, you can define the problem, and you can act to solve the problem. So this situation is not like it's very difficult. It's just the mindset. The people's mindset is one of the situation here, and the people's inability to follow the process, follow the law, follow everything. So um Helen Peters, I cite you. Please try to come back up on your vote. Professor, you were speaking before network kick you out. Are you willing to continue now?
Let
Oh,
Evan continue. I think it's Evan to speak.
okay, Evan, proceed.
Okay, good afternoon from here, Mass Decay and University. I
Good
greet
afternoon, sir.
everyone. Thank you, University. I appreciate everyone for the good job. We must continue. At least, even if it's not for a very long hour, at least every day, we must speak our mind and speak the truth. We cannot keep quiet. The more we speak, the more people will hear the truth, and they will compare and they will know whether what we are saying is the right thing or is the wrong thing. But we must keep on talking. So that is it. Thank you very much for giving me the mic. uh, you see what these two people, Ngozi Orabuize and Oge Nkiri, yeah, these two people, they don't want, am I, please, somebody is am I still
Proceed.
coming out, please? Okay, okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
Professor, help us, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. I say Ngozi Orabueze and Oge Nkiri, these people don't want our Batobi to come out. If you watch how things have played in the past 7 months, if these people really want Obatobi to come out, it will show through their doings, their concern. No how they would have find a way in Finland. No matter how it is, that seriousness, that zeal that they want this man to come out, it will be there. But with the way they have reacted in the past 6 months, these two people don't want him to come out because they want power and they want position. They have seen money. They want to remain in charge of the money, in charge of the power, in charge of everything. So there is no zeal to show that, well, I really want this man to come out. Sometimes they can just be saying it with their mouths, my boss, my this, but it is not by mouth, it's by action. No zeal, no protest, no nothing to show that they really want this man to come out. So now they want to turn the organization, the movement to their own personal business. That is one man business. Ngozi want to cut his part and turn it to her own business, one man business. Then okay, Kere, the same thing. He want to take the other the BRGIE and turn it to his own one man business. That is exactly what he want to do. That's the reason why he make sure he change, he remove all the directors that are in the original document. Make sure he remove them and put only his name there as the resident agent and at the same time as the president agent, as the president. So that is exactly what he want to do. But he has failed because there are people that are very intelligent in the government. He failed on arrival. So now, if you look at the original document of the BRGIE, it was registered as a corporation, and because the leader was not in the place that he wants the headquarter to be, so somebody else have to register it for where he wants the headquarter to be, which is the US. That's why he contacted the first three people, the first three women that registered the corporation for on behalf of the corporation. These three women have
You okay? Professor, can you hear me?
please.
Ev-
Yes, I can.
Evan is muted.
Am I coming out? It's like you mute
Yes,
me.
yes, yes.
No, you were
Why?
muted. I don't know. Probably you
No, he
muted
muted
yourself
himself.
mistakenly.
Nobody muted you.
You
Can I
can
just
continue like right
can I
now.
continue?
You have to
Yes, yes, yes,
continue.
Evan.
Okay. No, what I was saying is that let me just summarize. What I was saying is that OGE, and Ngozi or Amweze, they don't want our PM to come out. That was what I was saying. That that if they really want our PM to come out for this past 7 months, it will show through their action, through their zeal. They would have found a way to be going to Finland and to make sure that something is being done to show their presence in that place, at least as one of the people, as the people that are representing him. But none of them did. None of them even think of anything to protest for him. So they were just they want him to remain there so that they will continue to be the leader of their group that they believe that they have claimed. So nobody want to remain to be the leader and remain to be in power because they like power. They have seen to a one man business. That is, it will not be a longer it will no longer be a corporation anymore. That will not be it will not become their own personal business. You want to run it as their own personal business. But this is not the original aim of BRGI when it was registered. Because when it was registered, the Obatobe was not here, was not he wanted the movement to be registered in US and he was not in the US. So he contacted people from the US to register the corporation, which means he is the leader, he is the one that brought the idea, and he is the founder. Let me use the word. Now he still remain the founder. So somebody cannot come from anywhere and say he's not the president. It can never happen because he did not. The founder is still there. Now, when the movement was registered in the original document, they contacted three women that registered this BRGI at the first place. And among these three women, one of them is still in the movement. Is still among the directors of this BRGI up to today, which is Ruby Inadi. The other two is Madam Azuka and Madam Erewa, and they are no more in the government. And if you look at all these three directors, and Obatobe was one of the directors. Then Imama one was also there with one other person. These are the three directors. Then Azaya ANYAOGU, which is OGE, was residence agent or registered agent. So that is how the original document look like. And they also said that if there are going to be any other additional to the directors, or they are going to reduce the directors, it will be according to the bylaw of the corporation. And that time there was no bylaw at that time, but now we have bylaw. So which means the registration document already tell you that if anything is going to, if there is going to be any changes, that changes can only take place according to the bylaw. Okay, now the bylaw is here, which have been agreed by the directors and all the people, the cabinet members. Okay, now they have the bylaw. So before any changes, even and in the bylaw, it was stated very clearly that the registered agent can be changed. That is, you can change that office, that BRGIA office, the headquarters. Now you can, if you want to change that office to another place, it can be changed. But there are process, and the process is that two third of the directors must agree, and they will bring it to the cabinet member in kind of in a vote. That is, the higher two-third must agree that these changes will take place before it can happen. Now, for OGE as ANYAOGU to make changes by himself without consulting the majority votes or even contacting them, for him to just go to the website, I don't know how he do it, and change, is show that he has violated the bylaw and also the registration document, because this thing was stated in the bylaw and it was also stated in the registration document that before any changes can be done in that corporation, it must be an accordance to the bylaw. So he has begin to, what he is doing now is changing the document against the bylaw without having the majority vote of the directors. And the directors are there. They are not with him. They did agree with him to make any changes of the bylaw, of the document, or of the residence or anything. He don't have the right to change it. So which means what he's just doing is fraud and is illegal against the corporation. So that is one thing people should know. So nobody should be afraid that he's threatening people with lawsuits. It's not going to work as long as he's not the owner of the corporation in the original document. So all what he is doing is illegal and fraud. So at the end of the day, if the matter, if he say want to take this matter to anywhere, he's going to lose and he will go to jail for what he has done. So what we just have to do for us to continue on what we are doing, we will continue to talk, and our government, the CRC, the BAC, they should begin to start their own structure. They should not wait for him or wait for anything. They should begin to bring something in place. Let us just continue. Anything you want to do, let him go and do. Let's just forget about him. He can talk everything he want to talk, but as long as what he is doing is not legal, it's not according to law, he don't have any power against the government, because he has gone, he has done, he has done illegal. What he did is illegal. So the CRC, they should just bring their own structure and begin to do something. Because if we just be working, those positions that are not there, let them approach somebody to be coming out to address us. You understand? let's not forget about it from beginning to ending. He cannot do anything. If he go to court, he will lose because what he did is criminality. This organization, this corporation is not the owner. It's not the owner. The corporation does not belong to him. It's not among the directors. It is just now of recent. Must two among the three directors, two must agree with him. Now, the two other directors are the South chairman with one other the other lady, the other woman. They haven't
Honorable,
agree with him. So
Honorable,
yeah,
I think that the minister of foreign affairs, he has to start making preparation, and he must work with the internal affairs to prepare for any eventuality in case they prepare all the materials, all the process, everything down, so that even if these people, this breakaway wants to go to court, the government had prepared and put all the materials needed for that on ground, including the resources, so that if
yes,
eventually they, yeah.
yes. But yes, the most important thing is resources because without resources you cannot do anything. You are very correct. Yes, situation as it stand now, anything he does is going to hit a rock. He's not going to win because he is the criminal that is in this corporation right now. Just because he was opportune to be the register agent, he want to claim the document, but the original document is still there. If anything happen and if you take the matter to court, they are still going to look at the beginning of this corporation, the first document. They are going to bring it out. That's where they will start from. So if we know the right thing to do, we don't want division in BRGIE. We want everybody to be one, including the Orabu Fulani people. We are one people. Now, if you know the right thing to do, nobody want division. Let him do the right thing. One, the CRT has say, let there be other signatory to the account. This is the major issue that is causing all this thing right now, and he refused. So since he don't want to agree to the right thing to be done, then let the CRC let us continue doing our own thing until if we decide to agree to the right thing to be done better. So if we refuse, we will continue. The corporation left the government and registered a parallel government. If not, he will not even be able to win because the company will still be claiming that he is still right of prime minister, and APM is not the Azaya Anyango is not the one that give him that post. Nothing can do to her. The only thing why he was able to sue him is because he went and registered the parallel organization. If not, so let him just use his brain and do the right thing. Don't think that because you are now in charge of the office, you have power to do what you want. The owner, the leader of this corporation, of this government, is there. It's not him. And the only way this
Honorable,
government will function.
him.
Yeah, let me.
Sorry, let me. shall I interject quickly on what you're saying? I just want you to understand that NKERE has no single grounds to sue anybody whatsoever. What NKERE is doing is fallacy. NKERE is just indicting, is just causing more problems for himself. The Moran Global is a business. It's an organization. It's a business. It's an organization seeking for money. They're seeking profit. They're looking for a way to. They're like a kind of charity. They're looking for a way to grab money. And if you're able to give them that money, then they will sing the praises forever. And this criminal, this put something up there to say that Oge Nkere is had a meeting with whoever, Iowa, and then I made a comment there, and I said to him, we number one, we're so tired of he had a meeting with people, but we're not seeing any sort of evidence to prove that there was actually a meeting. But other than probably because they are lobbyist company, they can actually have people come in to take a picture and have a quick discussion. This particular job Oge Nkere is doing is made him, take if say for example he was still the APM, he would have been doing like complete 3 jobs on one go. So which is the finance minister, the APM, and the foreign affairs ministry. This particular job he's doing now should be a job, foreign affairs.
Because
Yeah,
when PM was here, the Ministry of he used to post the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It's also said that that some people are going into other people's job and but this guy is doing it. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see him any problem with this person that is doing the work of a Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I don't know why it has to be like that. That even success that everybody was calling on is supporting these guys, working with this guy. When they started this division, they had already created something different. They had changed the structure in Homeland, trying to render the state that all of us people died for irrelevant, and begin to, you know, swerve them to their regional something.
yeah,
So Ogenkere,
yeah. So
yeah.
in the end of the day, we don't have. I said to him, we don't have problem with continue working for the recognition of Biafra. We don't have problem with to continue working with Moran Global. But at this particular juncture, it's looking like they have breached their contract with us by working with an expelled and abolished office of the APM. We don't mind working with Moran Global. We don't have no problems with them. They signed a contract with the BRGIE. What they are currently doing with OGE, I think our governing board, our governing body, our governing document forbids it. And I don't know on what grounds that this particular gentleman is continuing working with OGE when he and his organization have received a communique from the CRC and the cabinet. With that
This,
being
this
said,
is how this is how some foreign system infiltrate other systems, especially when there is an alignment like this. Some people doesn't know their boundary anymore. This guy is being paid by 10,000 per month by Biafran people
And
to serve Biafra and,
uh,
and, 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 and do their job. But now he's working as a personal assistant to an office that no longer exists. So he is deviating from where he signed contract with. Why is it that this guy is not even connected with the office, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? And since the CRC didn't even think about it to actually address these things, because this struggle, many people take it for a ride right from the beginning, the way the whole thing was just being followed. Things were not actually followed directly the way it should go, the way it is stipulated in the charter. People tend to do whatever they like. This is at least anyway. We are learning from the system, and as things
Uh,
happen, we learn.
and are you aware of that?
Absolutely, but today
Because
everybody that
because
comes in
because
tends to
because if you look
complicate
at the
situation.
if you look at the contract agreement, it has nothing. Elias is not there. It is the director of Global Strategy, which is Moron Global contract with Obatobie. So nothing concern NKERE with Elias inside the contract. Elias is a worker to the lobby firm of Global Strategy. So all the things, just that it is he is the finance minister, so he is the one that's used to pay the money. That's where the connection comes in between. Go do it on his own organization. So under the brigade that already there, and it cannot be only one
Again,
person.
I think
It
that
must
the
be in
CRC
accordance.
also the CRC should write to this guy, should inform this guy, even tendering all these evidences that are flying everywhere, so that he will understand that this guy, this office that he is working for, no longer exists, and the people who are paying him to do his job is
University.
Biafra Republic government in exile, because the government of Biafra will not
University.
tolerate somebody with a very high level criminal record, and that will bring corruption. And if this corruption comes in and affect BDF and the black marine fighters, it is going to be a danger to the state. Professor.
University. I want to ask. Yes, I want to ask you. Has anybody even gone to check whether this Mr. Elias is still working with how we call them now? Because if from what Evan is saying that it's not even Elias' signature that is on that contract, it means that he might just not be still a staff and he's just doing his own thing.
There is a
Because
there is a
it's
rumor
still
that he is
I'm
You,
still
also
trying
you,
to
you
he's
can
also
check
a
it online now. It's online. The document, the contract is online now. The document of the
because
contract with it's online. You can check it now.
because
Name is not
here
there. His name is not there. It is the Moran
because
Global himself.
it's
Eh,
weird if
It is between our
possible that
Obatobie
this
it's
and
guy
the
weird
has been
if
expelled from that
he
organization. He may have been expelled
it's
from
weird
that
if
company.
this is a signature between organizations and one person who is supposedly representing the organization is going way beyond work ethics or even against work ethics and doing things that are out of it. And nobody is saying anything. We need to really be sure that these things I think
Professor, if this guy is actually working for Moran Global, and Moran Global has a contract, a signatory with contact with the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So doing, the government have to tell us if this guy is in contact with the office, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the CRC, because the CRC upholds the law of this government. So if a lobbyist is not in affiliation with them or in contact with them, together with the office of the bunk acting prime
But
minister.
as you can see, this individual has been sacked and his office removed, but yet he's still doing the same thing. To be
Why did this CRC wants to investigate NKERE, and now they want to investigate Elias again? Let me tell you one thing. If, for example, you take a train, and you didn't buy ticket, and the controller comes and want to control you, and then they don't have one, then it is not, now the thing has exceeded his own job, so he has to call a security, call police. Then police now, it will now become the job of the police. Then police will now collect you again and begins to still ask you the same thing he asked you before. And this, they find out you don't have this, then they will take you and begin to control you, such you are not even a public threat. And then after they have done that, they will have to take you, verify you, your identity and everything. So Moran Global now, sorry, not Moran Global, Alliance, um, trying to work with or trying to encourage corruption and criminality in Biafra. This amount to investigating Elias to find out that if this guy is actually who that he is. Because with the evidence we have against what do you call him, NKERE, with criminal activities of violating the community where the city where he live, that's a lot for us. That's a lot to have such individual to run a government, to be the face of our struggle, and it violates everything that we represent. Being honest, being accountable, and being responsible. These things violate it. If you could violate common laws like ordinary traffic light and road speed, it's a mistake. So they still need to find a thorough details about what Professor have just said exactly. Trying to cause mayhem, encourage corruption. He's trying to disrespect our own laws because he think that, coming from the side of Ogenkere, who is not serious.
then that's the beginning and the end of your failing. You know, so let's say, for example, now that you are privileged to be a local agent to you know, which is what OGE NKERE is currently doing, because our office, our headquarters, was designated in Baltimore, and then he was the local agent at the Baltimore office, and then obviously he was lucky to be one of the resident agents. In his own little brain, he thinks that, oh, right now I have arrived, I can, he's playing with the government of the people. He's playing with the public. If you're going to hold a public office, then you must be able to uphold the governing documentation, which is the bylaw. I know him from here, who leaked information, the military intelligence information to um, to the Russian people, and then you the Banana Republic. To bring 1+1 together, to make sure that this 1+1 is saying to, or for you not to see blue and call it black. You don't have to be educated to only just following him blindly, because everything he is doing right now, we will not